What excites me most about Talanov is his character arc. We have who he is at the beginning. He's a spy. He's the Iceman. He's cold, calculating, unfeeling. He's a black belt in combat Sambo, which is a Russian form of martial arts. He was trained at Balashika, the KGB sabotage and terrorism complex near Moscow. And I contrast that with who he's becoming. And that journey is what makes Talanov so exciting to me. I'm often asked, where do you get your inspiration? How much about Talanov is fact, and how much about him is fiction? Although frequently set against historical events, my books are fiction. However, the values I give Talanov, the struggles I put him through, the emotions he feels, in many ways mirror my own struggles and experiences. One of those experiences occurred in Kansas City during my freshman year at Baker University. I was in Kansas City for my karate test, and in one corner of the mat, a fresh-faced James Houston Turner. In the other corner of the mat, the legendary Jim Harrison, a man Bruce Lee once called the most dangerous man in America. All that stood between me and my yellow belt was a fight with Harrison. The fight began and Harrison called me out onto the mat, let me throw everything I had at him. I punched back and forth, kicking, boom, boom, and I was doing all right, so I thought. And then Harrison turned on me with a fury that I'll never forget. He kicked and punched and slammed me to the mat again and again and again. Each time I would scramble to my feet and counterattack, only to have him punch me to the mat again. Up I would jump and pow, down again. I would climb to my feet and bam, down again. Finally I couldn't move. Get up, he yelled. I staggered to my feet. Wham! Another punch to the face and down I went. Get up, he shouted again. I struggled to my feet and pow, down I went again. I don't know how long that went on, but it seemed like forever. Finally the test was over and he motioned me to my feet. My mouth was bleeding, my nose was bleeding, both eyes were swollen, one completely shut, the other black and blue. Harrison looked straight at me and said, I just gave you the worst beating of your life, and I didn't let you quit. No matter what life throws at you, don't ever quit. One other thing he taught me was, he said, if I ever hear of you starting a fight, you'll deal with me. He said, if I ever hear of you not defending someone, you'll deal with me. Those are the values then that I give Talanov. These values of not starting a fight and yet jumping to the aid of someone in need. Those are the values I learned, and those are what I want Talanov to have. And so we have, on one hand, this hardened KGB agent who's been trained not to feel, not to care. And yet, in this character arc that he experiences, he begins to care, and he begins to come to the aid of those who need help, almost at times against his will. But that is the character journey and the character arc about him that's so exciting.